I didn't tell anybody. It's a pop-up live. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a funny way though, because honestly, trying to find someone to answer a question
yeah.
while doing the work, it's just weird.
Yes. We're Smarties.
Uh,
Or not.
well,
Um Canadian snacks?
we will see. Is that what this is?
Yes.
I don't know. I still have a hard time classifying candy as a snack.
It is a snack. It's a good snack. I think my iPad is actually in the kitchen. Can you grab that and then I can post really quickly and then somebody will find us?
Well, we'll see.
Because we need help. Hey! Hey, we have somebody who I believe is an American. we hi Glenn, how are you? We are being a little silly here. We were watching somebody that we like to watch who likes to talk about Canada, and he was talking about how he likes to learn about Canada, how a lot of Americans don't know the Canadian provinces and territories. And so we're like, anyways, so we're like, well, what states do we know? Brindley, say hi. Hi. Oh, she needs a diaper. Anyways, so we started writing them down, and there's one that we cannot get.
It really slowed down when we got into 4 states missing.
Yeah, and then there was one that I remembered early on, but I forgot to write it down. No!
And then we got it eventually down to 2 states missing. And
one we kind of cheated.
One I stumbled across a news feed for randomly as we were, I'm like, oh, well, that's a state. But we're still missing one, and we're not sure which state we're missing.
So we just thought that we would turn this into a live. It would have been funny if we did it like Brindley wants.
The second last state that we had forgotten that I stumbled across the news feed for was Maryland.
Yeah, and all right, Brindley wants some Smarties.
Apparently, it's not one of the more forgettable states. It's just because we're not from the States. I guess it's not. It doesn't come up as much for us. Maybe it's more because it's close to the capital, I believe.
Professor J. Oak, hello, how are you? Brindley wants a Smartie. So these are Canadian Smarties, if you're not Canadian.
They're colorful. They're different colors.
They're candy-coated chocolate. So, shout out from the Pokey office.
Nice.
Yes, we like the Pokey office.
Chocolate's good everywhere.
Anyways, so I'm going to start listing these states that we have down. And you can tell me what we're for, or give us a hint for the last one. We don't want to know which one it is.
We want to try and guess it
ourselves. We want to try and guess it.
But you determining which one is missing from
and if one of these is actually not a state and I'm wrong, or if I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. So we have Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, New Jersey, New Mexico. There's no rhyme or reason for the order we put these in. Texas, Florida, Arizona, Idaho, Rhode Island, Michigan, Mississippi, Illinois, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, North Dakota, South Dakota, California, Hawaii, Alaska, Minnesota, Utah, Washington, Colorado, Massachusetts, Delaware, Oklahoma, Nevada, Montana, Arkansas, Alabama, Kentucky, Omaha, Oregon, Ohio, Kansas, Pennsylvania, Louisiana, Carolina. Wait, did I write that? No, Carolina. Wait, North Carolina. Ooh, that's wrong. We need 2. Because I got North Carolina and South Carolina. I apologize. I'm wrong there. I screwed up.
So we're missing 2 more.
So we're missing 2. Wisconsin, Indiana, Connecticut, Virginia, West Virginia, Nebraska, Wyoming, and Maryland. So we're missing 2 because I screwed up. Yes, we're trying to figure out which state we're missing, but we just want a hint on the last 2 states. Sorry, my spelling's going to be wrong because I am Canadian. So I just sounded it out. But obviously I screwed up. I got Maine and Washington, but we want hints. We want hints so we can guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Maine was probably first because when we got married, we took our honeymoon trip out to the East Coast and then came back through a few states up there. So we came through.
So we remember those three the most.
Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire.
But I also played hockey with a girl from Maine. She actually played on the U.S. Olympic team. Hello, SRR. How are you? We're trying to figure out what states we're missing. So this is the list, but we want hints. we want to guess the last two. I put Carolina down instead of North and South Carolina. But my spelling's wrong. But we did a Google search to try and see what are the two states that you forget the most. And whatever ones that you forget the most, we don't forget the most. It's something that's obvious, I think. The one I'm not seeing has no easy hint. Yeah, I got Maine, but we want hints. Okay, well, what does it start with? What's the letter? Starts with a letter between H and J. I. Starts with a letter between... I got Indiana. I got Idaho. 4 letters. Oh my goodness. Should be one I should know, shouldn't it? Ugh. Okay, what's the last letter? Or was it Idaho? Because we got that one, and we got Ohio. Ida ends with an A. Okay, so starts with an I and ends with an A. Oh my goodness. Its last 2 letters are the abbreviation for Washington. Its last 2 letters are the abbreviation for Washington. I don't know what the abbreviation for Washington is. Is it? Oh my goodness. See how silly we are? Great hints. Starts with I, ends with, I can't remember what you said it ends with an A. Oh. Okay. Iowa. Okay, you're right. That is it. Okay, Iowa. We know that one too. Okay, so we're missing one more. YM50 comes in and tells us. Thank you. All right, so we're still missing one. I can say it again. We're like, well, we don't need to go live for this, but we also don't want to cheat. Thank you, 50, for that. My spelling and my handwriting's not the best, but I can try and show it. Here, I'll give it a little light. Just a second. The other one, oh wait, you know which other one? The other one is based on the word that's used to describe the First Nations people in the States. The other one is based on the word that used to describe the First Nations in people in the States. Do you mean indigenous? And its capital is named after the states. After the state. Capital cities, I'm not necessarily... Indiana? I already got Indiana. I got Indiana. If that's the one you're talking about. We had somebody who just came in. It was one of the ones we were missing was Iowa. They were giving us hints, and I was like, what? And then 50 came in and said, oh, all right. Oh, she doesn't want the hot dog. So
that was her brother's anyway, I think.
My writing's very, very messy. There's that Hold on a second. It's peachy. The state is peachy. Peachy.
For some reason, Oregon comes to mind, but we have that.
What? Yeah, no, it's not peachy.
I mean, I think Florida for fruit, but that's not oranges.
No. Home of the Braves? Atlanta?
Is that a city or is that a state?
You mean Atlanta? Did we really forget that one? Is that...
Is that a city or a state? Atlanta.
Just waiting for... Home of the Braves. Is it Atlanta or is it something else? Atlanta is a city in this state. Just a couple Canadians looking stupid. Peach. Oh my goodness. They're giving us all these hints and it's just going over my head. Georgia?
That might be it.
Georgia? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, yeah. I don't think of... I know it's a kind... Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Thank you. Now, my question is, how many provinces and how many territories can you guys name? Double check your list, though. I saw Did I write Massachusetts twice? I don't think so. I got Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, New Jersey, New Mexico, Florida, Arizona, Idaho, Rhode Island, Michigan, Mississippi, Illinois, North and South Carolina, Tennessee, North and South Dakota, California, Hawaii, Alaska, Minnesota, Utah, Washington, Colorado, Massachusetts. Did I have Massachusetts on that side? I don't think so. Delaware, Oklahoma. Could be just my messy writing. Maryland was one we cheated on. So we got Nevada, Montana, Arkansas, Alabama, Kentucky, Omaha, Oregon, Ohio, Kansas, Pennsylvania, Louisiana, Wisconsin, Indiana, Connecticut, Virginia, West Virginia, Nebraska, Wyoming, Maryland, that we cheated on, Iowa, and Georgia. So we only wrote down Massachusetts once. So that was it. We got Texas. We definitely got Texas. It was up in the first 7. So, Brindley, you want some Smarties? Yeah? Yeah? There's some Smarties. Yummy. You want some more? Yummy Smarties. Well, thank you for helping us figure that out. You want some more Smarties?
Now, is that just showing our ignorance of a region? Or are those two both from the same general part of the country?
Iowa and Georgia?
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't ask us to label a map, although that could be fun.
That could be painful.
We'd probably be able to get some of them, but not even close.
Okay.
Well, we haven't traveled to the States much, just through a few in the northern part, and we know general areas of some things. You got some already, but what a way to get into a live not knowing what's going on. Well, we didn't know what's going on half the time either. More. Brindley likes her Smarties. One is
most of our kids.
Okay. One is the most southern state that was a colony, and the other, Iowa, was part of the Louisiana Purchase. Yeah, the little bit of American history that we know is not something that a lot of Americans like to talk about. Was before Canada was Canada, and we were fighting with each other. There's even a song about it, a Canadian song.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know I won a giveaway, or I wouldn't have. Yes. Yeah, it's okay. I was gonna message you. I knew that, you're busy, you're going around stuff too, and YouTube is the French and Indian War. I mean the one where the White House got burned down. It's not funny, but at the same time, people make comedy out of stuff. The song's funny, even though it's not. I don't know. I don't know what the war was. I think the Indians may have been involved.
Up here, it's commonly known as the War of 1812.
1812, yeah, the War of 1812. But yeah, that's we know some history, but not a lot.
Didn't officially become its own country until 1867.
Oh, that's what it's called in our history books, after the War of burning of the original White House. Yeah, okay.
We were still in, just a British colony, I guess.
Yeah, before we officially became Canada. Chocolate. So
Smarties usually don't melt in your hand unless you crush them and chew on them a little first, and then put them back in your hand.
We had a bunch of people come in early on. They're like, "What's going on?" And then they ran away.
Yes, so, we have that effect on.
That's okay. That's okay. We don't mind. This was not even planned. It was just a quick fun. But as for Canadian snacks,
it's like we're having trouble coming up with all the American states. Hey, wait, we talk to Americans sometimes. We know where to find them.
Before Canada was a country, I thought it was all moose and igloos.
Not quite.
Not quite. Almost. There's a lot of French, definitely, in Eastern Canada. There were kind of a lot of the first.
I think some of the Acadians that got pushed out of the eastern provinces ended up going down to Louisiana.
Yeah, along
the Cajun
Boston and stuff like that too.
I think Cajun is related to the word Acadian.
There was a book series that I actually read that was based on the Acadians, and it was learned a little bit of history about that. Although you had to kind of look at that loosely, but it was quite brutal what happened to the early settlers in Canada and the States even. But I'm glad we've kind of moved beyond that and we can be better. But now, for positive things about Canada.
Candy.
Our Smarties. So for those of you who don't know or don't have Canadian Smarties, what would you rather have? Chocolate coated or candy coated chocolate, or what we call rockets?
Compressed sugar tablets with maybe starch or something.
Creole is a fun language. Afrikaans plus French, Spanish, and English all put into one confusing accent. Yeah, I knew some people who actually lived in Zimbabwe. I lived with them in college, but they were white, but they lived there. So
we get up here quite a blending of the American pronunciations for the things and the British.
Yeah.
So I've got an old Canadian dictionary which has some pronunciations in it. And you look things up, and it's not actually how people pronounce things most commonly nowadays.
Brindley likes the chocolate Smarties. These very likely will end up in our snack box. Yes, tell us more about your... I don't say a boot. That might be... What, Newfoundlands probably say that more?
Maybe a little bit
maybe.
More.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if you know many people from Newfoundland, but their accents can be fun. Actually, my aunt, her mom's from Newfoundland, so it's lots of fun.
One thing we've picked up from the States, which is a very common one, is zebra.
Yeah.
But apparently in British English it's
zebra.
Zebra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I lived in college with this family, and some Canadians were trying to tell them how to pronounce certain words properly, and that's not cool. It's like, yeah, just leave them alone. But when I say Zed, I say Zed because
I use both Z or Z depending on the context.
Yeah. So So anyways, that's just one of our snacks. Since we're doing a video about Canadian snacks too. This is another one that is famous to some people in the States.
Fairly popular too.
And it's fairly popular. A lot of people that ask for Canadian snacks. Coffee Crisp. It is really yummy. It's probably my favorite.
Wafered chocolate bar.
My goodness. We could open it to show it, but where's Abram? Brindley's like, give it to me! Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh, SRR likes it. It's definitely one of my favorites too. Brindley's like, I'll eat it. Give me the chocolate. She's gonna be on a sugar high in no time.
Yep.
She had an early nap today. Oh, that's what it looks like.
Maybe she'd crash.
Hey Becca, how are you? You missed the fun. I was talking to you in your Discord there, but we're talking about states, and we put one down twice.
Now, if we want a real challenge, trying to find the capitals of all these states.
I might be able to figure out some of them because of sports teams.
We'd be lucky to get half, I think.
Yeah. I don't know much junk food. I'm a vegan, so not much I even can eat. Okay.
We only have to worry about 13 provinces and territories in Canada. That's a lot less than 50. So it's a little easier for us up here going to public school.
It's so good.
Okay, you don't need to.
I don't like coffee, but I like coffee
No,
crisps.
you done with it? Okay. I'm done with it.
Yeah, Brindley doesn't like it.
I do.
Daddy likes it. Daddy's Spokat likes it. And then I think the other one I was going to show off for today. These are so good.
Lots of companies make them. It's not just Leclerc.
Yeah, but this one is actually one we like this one. But it's Celebration Maple Leaf Cream Cookies. You only forgot one flyover state in Georgia. Most Americans wish we could forget Georgia. You know what? I think it was in my head. I was thinking about it because of the movie, I think, was it in there? No, maybe not. There's some movies that I think talk about Georgia, and I think that was, I forgot about. These are so good.
It helps if there's a catchy tune or something associated with.
Like for Oklahoma. Wait, wasn't the movie Scarlet? That one. Was that called Scarlet? And it was about,
I don't know.
What about Scarlett O'Hara? Wasn't that based in Georgia?
It took us a while to remember Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming.
That was another one that took us a while.
That yummy maple cream. Gone with the Wind, that's right. My brain is done today. Brindley wants to try one. I think that's gonna, I forgot how much I like these. It's been a while since I got them. Do you want one? Savannah, Georgia, yeah.
And for some reason, it's a lot easier to remember Virginia than West Virginia.
Yeah. And then after Barry was trying to hint at me trying to get it. In Wyoming, it would take you a while to find a person to ask what state you were in. Is that kind of like Saskatchewan sometimes?
I think they're actually less populated than...
Less populated than Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's after 4 p.m. here, and I've had coffee. Well, there you go. Anyways, yeah, so this was not a planned live whatsoever. We're just popped. I'm like, they'll tell us what 2 states we're forgetting. Montana, not a soul for miles. See, Montana was one that I forgot. And I was like, what's the name of that one? The one that kind of reminds me of Alberta. And a lot of U.S. movies about U.S. places are filmed in Alberta. About this state. And
a lot of mountains.
Yeah, the mountains.
And, you know, it's sort of,
my brain just... And then it clicked when I got some kind of hint from Barry. I can't even remember what it was.
At least for
Jackson
me,
Hole, Wyoming, is one of my favorite U.S. destinations. In Canada, I miss Kitchener, Ontario. I think
I went to school in Waterloo. I went to the University of Waterloo for 4 years, and then spent an extra year in that area before I moved on to my next thing. So yeah, I know Waterloo more than Kitchener, but I do like that area. One of my aunts lived in Guelph for a while too.
It was a nice area when when we went back there. What do you want? You want another cookie? Last cookie, okay? Because you're having too much sugar. No? I don't know what you want then.
Bars.
What?
Bars. She's learning words, but
yeah, we're still not sure what she wants. Or do you want another? No, you guess Smarties. Big Old Oktoberfest, second largest in the world there. You mean in Kitchener?
Oh yeah, their Oktoberfest was good. The sausage was easy to find, and especially on campus. Oktoberfest beer and sausage, very popular.
I grew up in northeastern Ontario, a very rural place, so we didn't do Oktoberfest much up there. I don't like beer either.
Not a big fan of beer, but I like the sausages.
What, that you want? You didn't even like it. Oh crap. Onto the floor it goes. I'll give her this one back.
Yeah.
And that one? There you go. So yeah,
Get the crumbs out of my hair.
oh, and I mean this one we talk about is the other last snack, which is my favorite flavor chip. And actually, when I'm not feeling well,
these are her medicinal potato chips.
they actually make my tummy feel better sometimes.
Yeah.
So, dill pickles, dill pickle chips. My favorite. And Lay's is probably my favorite brand for that one. Oops. We sometimes can find dill chips. Okay. I think you mentioned that at some point. The dill pickle ones are so good. I used to think it was just meant for those, but then I don't know if any of you saw our video or taste testing video, but we did one with Abram trying. It was like a Cool Ranch intense pickle combination for Doritos. It was actually pretty interesting. They had the flavors constantly changing in your mouth. But yeah. What time is it? It's 2:21. Oh, we're good.
Actually, I'll probably be getting a call soon to go pick up
the van.
The van.
Okay. Oh, there's Abram.
There's Abram.
Abram, what's your favorite Canadian snack?
Oh, that's more a meal than
That's
a
a
snack.
meal. We're talking about like maple cookies, dill pickle chips, or coffee crisps or Smarties.
I didn't know dill pickle chips were strictly a Canadian snack.
They're not strictly, but
They're just
more
mainly
common here than in some places.
I saw the one you did with Abram for the Talkies. Yeah.
Those dill pickle chips, I guess.
The dill pickle chips for Abram.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Talkies. Abram likes spicy. I am not a spicy person, but I'm like, well, for the video, I will try it. The flavor was interesting, but I'm not a spicy fan. I have a hard time with spicy foods. But I did it.
I don't mind spicy so much once in a while, but it depends how
Yeah.
I'm feeling and how spicy it is.
All right. What else do we want to? Was there anything else? I guess not. We didn't have any plan for this one. It was just for fun to see what we could to see what we could do to get the last two states. What does all the blue 40 food coloring taste like, and did your tongue turn into a Smurf? Abram's tongue probably turned into a Smurf. I tasted a bit of flavoring, and then I tasted some heat. I know that our snacks don't have as much of the stuff in them as U.S. snacks do, though. Like for food colorings and other chemicals and things that they put in their snacks, we have more regulations on our snacks, I think.
It's a little different, I'm sure. But
I know our Smarties that used to be a lot more colorful. And now they're like these are not as colorful as they used to be. They might look like it on the camera, but they used to be brighter because somebody went on a war on food coloring, and I was like, but I want them bright. Doesn't Canada have a ban on MSG as well? Don't make me Google it. I don't know.
think it's outright banned because you
Just
still see it in
reduced,
some
maybe?
things. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it for. Last time I saw a shaker of MSG just as a spice to add to your food was back when I was. Must have been early 90s. It's been a long
Google
time.
it, Void. I don't know. I don't follow everything that we banned. I know that Canada banned baby walkers, and that made me sad because some parents didn't make proper protections to keep babies from falling downstairs, which a baby could just crawl down a stair if they didn't put proper protections. It's funny what Canada has banned and what US has banned. Like, we have Kinder eggs with toys in them. You guys don't, because it's illegal there. And I think you can't even bring them in there. I don't think. I don't know.
I don't know.
And now the US is going to ban brominated vegetable oil. I don't know what that is. And red number 4 or 5. I forget which. Okay. Yeah, no, we have a lot of restrictions on what can go in our food and stuff, I think. I just don't know all the details about it.
Yeah, it's not an area I've put a lot of study time into.
Yeah. I know they want us to eat bugs. It's like, let's eat some more bugs.
Yeah, the federal government recently gave a big grant to a cricket growing
Let's make you some cricket burgers.
In Ontario.
No, thank you. Save the crickets for the geckos.
Yeah.
The Kinder Egg thing is based on an old law banning a non-food item included in a food item. They had no idea what we'd end up using artificial flavoring for everything. Yeah.
But you see, I thought Cracker Jacks originally that was, there you got your popcorn with a little toy inside.
Yeah.
That was American first, wasn't it?
But I think
and boxes of cereal had toys in them for years.
Well, Canada did too, and we don't get that as much anymore.
Not as much.
But I think they started putting the toys, like they'd attach them to the boxes,
but it's
not in the food.
I guess.
But what about popsicle sticks? We had popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
The toy was, yeah, in the box, not in the food. But the thing is, with the Kinder eggs, the toy's in a plastic, like, egg thing inside the chocolate.
It's then encased in the chocolate.
We've never had our kids have done it to open what's in the toy, but they've never actually tried to eat the toy themselves.
No.
So, there's a thing called parent supervision.
Yeah, that too. But I remember things like making a birthday cake, going to a birthday party. One of
I see. Okay.
My friend's parents used to
I get it. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like when Loonies first came out, they wrapped a bunch of Loonies in foil and then put them inside the birthday cake so that each slice they were spaced.
Or wax paper.
Yeah, so they were spaced so that each slice you cut, there was a Loonie hidden inside, a $1 coin hidden inside each piece of cake. So as you're eating it, you'd discover.
Or quarters.
No, they just did it with the
No, well, I
Loonies.
had family who did
That's
quarters.
the only one I saw.
But
it was a neat idea. But
yeah, it was fun. You'd find some money in your.
It's a big enough coin that you wouldn't swallow it without noticing.
Yeah.
Like.
I wonder if we did that for the kids sometime. Lucas might. The way he devours food, he's just like, oh. But yeah.
Lucas, oh boy, that kid can eat when he wants to.
So should we quiz them? Who quiz them? What province are we in? Does anyone remember?
No,
no, it's not yours. No.
No, that's my cup.
Like the size of our old Kennedy dollars. Wait, because they had silver dollars, right? And
yeah. I think a little smaller, but I'm not sure exactly. Not too familiar with the American silver dollars.
Yeah.
I know they're smaller than our old Canadian silver dollars anyway.
I know sometimes we'd find some like change from the States in like with our change, and I'd be like,
Here, let me grab something quick.
Oh, Barry's gonna show you something.
A size.
What else do we have? Oh, is that, I don't know, SSR. SRR. Are they still here? I don't know. She might have ran away. That's okay.
So
SRR, yeah. Okay, I don't know why I said SSR.
This is a coin set from 2012, which was the last year
that we had the penny.
That Canada had the penny. After 2012, we discontinued the penny here. And I know our penny and dime are and quarter are all the same size.
Just say founder. Got it.
As the U.S. ones. So that gives you some idea of the size of our $1 loonie coin, which came out in 1987, and our $2 toonie coin, which came out in 1992.
This is the shiny things that goes with our pieces of cardboard. Oh, Brindley!
Yeah.
Dropping.
So that gives a bit of a size reference for the loonie and the toonie, anyway. If you're not familiar.
We need to get the coin set for Charles, because we want the first coin set. I'm nothing. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Charles. I have a hard time calling him king. I loved his mother. I loved the queen, but I don't know. I'm not gonna get too much into it. I'm just not a fan.
She had a proven record for decades.
Amazing
Charles
woman.
made questionable statements before he became king.
Yeah.
And so far, he hasn't done anything disastrous, I wouldn't say, but he hasn't really inspired me much either.
No, I just, oh man, the queen, didn't she get the memo she wasn't allowed to die? I don't know.
Are you going to show me something?
Yes, I am. Sorry. I got distracted. Your prize winnings. I know I sent you a picture, but I want to actually show them while you're here. Hi, DNDR. How are you? If you want to watch us, struggle to find what states we were missing, then feel free to go and rewatch this, because that's what we were trying to do, was see what the last two states were. And so you got this Awakening Drum. That's a nice card. That's where I saw the Radiant Sneasel that I thought Void won, but it was your card. Regilucky V. We got the Oinkalone EX. The Koraidon EX. And Duraludon VMAX. So those are your winnings. So, official congratulations. I love pigs. I love pigs too. Especially in bacon form. I'm sorry. I really love bacon. Hey, speaking of, I don't know, have you guys ever seen the movie Canadian Bacon? It was John Candy from years ago, from the 80s, I guess it was, right?
I guess.
I walked into that one. Anyways, if you ever get a chance, look up, go search for Canadian Bacon. It's funny because it's basically making fun of ourselves, because all the main actors are actually Canadian, or were. John Candy, the actress, Rita Perlman. I think
I remember the movie, but not very well.
I think even Rick Moranis was in it. Anyways, it's super funny. They're actually pretending to be Americans, and I think part of it, they come to Canada for something, and they're at a hockey game, and then so they make fun of the hockey game, and then there's a big brawl. But go check it out. Now I want to go find it and watch it. Anyways, oh, what a day! An unplanned, quick live turned into a 40-minute live, but we enjoy this. It's fun.
It can be.
Ruku you hoser. Okay.
Is that a quote from the movie?
It might be. I don't remember. I know hoser was. Anyway. Oh yeah. we're a fun group of people up here. Although there's definitely becoming more and more diversity over the years. Not that I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just
it's got some wonderful strengths and sometimes some weaknesses too. You know, they can create some awkwardness.
I'm gonna watch Next Level Chef here in a bit. Next Level Chef. Is that a show or is there a YouTuber? I feel like I should know that. That was an SCTV sketch turned movie. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with that one, but I know they used Hoser in the in the movie, I think.
Yeah, well that went around and made a tour for a while. It was quite the little joke or whatever.
We have too many reality shows in the States. Okay. I feel like I've seen something about it. We just stream now. We don't have like cable or satellite or anything like that anymore. It just got to be.
We used to stream a few things, but we've cut back on that a bit too.
Oh, cooking show with Gordon Ramsay. Okay, I don't think I've watched that one. I've seen some of his. I actually like Gordon Ramsay. I think a lot of his over the top yelling at contestants is probably just a show. I don't think he's actually like that. Because I mean, go look at the MasterChef for kids and see how he is with kids. You can tell that he can be a good person deep down. I don't know. I like the kids MasterChef because the one where he got chosen and got like a pie in the face or something. Yeah, nothing makes a show in the US better than having Brits screaming at the contestants. I seriously think that was just a show thing and they were all like on board with it. I don't know. But because I don't think he was like that all the time. I think that was just
they imported a British judge on America's Got Talent too, didn't they?
Oh, that's what's his face.
Simon Cowell.
Yeah, Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
And I don't know how much real that is. I think some of that's played up too. A lot of those shows it's played up. But yeah, Simon Cowell, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're just mostly just a chit chat live.
I guess.
Well, this was the easiest way I could figure out to get people to give us hints and to make something out of this. So maybe we'll put this list away for a couple months and try it again somewhere down the road. Can we remember the states? It all started the angry Brit imports on The Weakest Link. Oh yeah, I watched that show. I didn't really like The Weakest Link. That lady was kind of I don't know. My favorite show where somebody was always yelling somebody from my high school years was probably Judge Judy. I love Judge Judy. Oh man. She was awesome. Not a Brit though. Oh man. I remember in my drama class we had to act something out with actually using words and we had to guess what we were acting out. And I was using gibberish because we could only be gibberish in the improv class. And I was being Judge Judy and they guessed it. So so anyways, this was a good snack for this video. Canada.
It's a good snack. I like them. They are somewhat popular.
I'm talking about Canada.
I know.
Snack and just to represent.
I know. But but that's the thing, is it's almost so stereotypical just because of the maple leaf and the maple flavoring and the
But it's a maple cookie, so it makes sense that it's a maple.
That's the thing.
It makes sense that it's in the shape of a maple leaf.
Yeah.
Where we grew up, we were just like an hour, maybe even less, probably less, from maple farms, at least where I grew up. And when I was in elementary school, we actually got to go on a field trip to a maple farm.
I don't remember what the show called. I remember Judge Walkner for those judge type shows.
The best line Judy said, "Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining." I can see her saying that too. I don't remember that specific line. I didn't watch it a lot, but I just love that she didn't take crap from people. And if somebody wasn't making sense, she was just like, oh, she was fun. There's a few other ones too that have been around. But that one was probably my favorite.
Probably one of the most famous shows when I was going to university and before then and even for a while was The Price is Right. As far as game shows goes, that one had amazing amount of influence.
Yeah, I saw that she came because I think she had retired briefly or something, and then she came back. I was like, good for you. Yeah. I think she's a cool lady. If I could meet somebody, I think she'd be up there. But yeah, there's so many other celebrities that I think that are way too high in themselves that you think you like, and then it's like you meet them and they're not so much. But I think Judge Judy could be fun to have a conversation with.
Well, there's a lot that could be fun. I don't think she'd be on my top 10 personally. But...
No, not my top 10, but she'd be up there. She's definitely had a career, that's for sure. Never meet your hero. Well, I wouldn't say she's my hero. But I remember I met a couple celebrities. One was actually
Drew Carey taking over The Price is Right. I remember what. Yeah, I think it was Drew Carey.
Yeah.
When I was in grade school, like grade 8 or so, people used to tell me I looked like Drew Carey. That was a long time ago.
No, I don't see it.
Nah, not me either, but...
The glasses, probably. And when you were shaved, when you didn't have...
Yeah, maybe.
That. Yeah, I saw Drew Carey on The Price is Right. I saw when he started to lose weight and people didn't really like it. Whenever a person who's kind of more overweight and loses weight, people, that's not the bus, is it?
I think that's a garbage truck.
People tend to start criticizing them for it. It's like, leave them alone. They're losing weight. Leave them. They want to. But no, I didn't mind him on The Price is Right. I just don't watch it a lot. I can't see it really. Ozempic face? I'm not sure what Ozempic means. I don't know.
Means. Is that a style or type or I'm not familiar with the term.
I don't know. But anyways, we should probably call it here because Lucas's bus is going to be getting home soon and our van is going to be ready soon.
I'm going to have to walk for a couple blocks to pick it up. I need the exercise, so that's all good.
Michelle's going to come around 3, so if you want, I can go with you. But
whatever.
Get a minute, get a walk without children. But yeah, so thank you for popping in. When do I want to voice chat? Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know. We have stuff going on today and probably tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe Tuesday afternoon. I don't think I have anything planned Tuesday afternoon. I don't like Barry's gonna be going back to work. He's gonna be sleeping. Brindley will be napping.
Convenient.
Yeah,
it's
maybe.
It's always hard to plan things when all the.
Oh, we have a new person in. Hello, Ndoli Boykin. I don't know if I said your name wrong. I'm sorry. Welcome in.
Hello. You're just in time as we're wrapping up.
Yeah, you
Goodbye.
can. When we end this, you can feel free to go rewatch it. You can have fun laughing at us if you want. We're okay with that. But it was
when we took our big trip across Canada there last summer. We were noticing a lot of the American license plates.
Yeah,
and for a while we had a list going. Probably got up to 10 or 12 of them. I think different states.
Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday sounds good. Founders doing laundry. Yeah, I'm still doing laundry. I've got like 3 or 4 baskets I need to put away in my living room.
Yeah, and I got another load I need to get down in the basement when I get a chance.
So, all right. Thank you everybody for popping in. Sorry that we have to run away on you, Ndoli. But it is what it is. Feel free to rewatch. Add command likes. Yeah. Is that working? Are you able to do that? Oh. It reminded me about laundry. We will get that figured out. It's just been so busy. But I got to pull up my iPad, laptop. It's been sitting there for a while. Anyways, thank you guys for shopping. What? Shopping! Oh my goodness. Okay.
Thanks for tuning in and helping us figure out what states we were missing.
All right. And we'll catch you again sometime soon.
Hope you had a giggle. Bye for now.
Did you make SL a mod yet? It is easy. Just I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll figure things out. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you guys soon. Have a great day. Love you all. Bye. Later, gator. In a while, crocodile. I don't know. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. Bye for now. Oh.